One of the reasons why I love the book of James is its practicality, and the verses that we come to today are a great example of that. James 1:19 and 20 read, "Know this, my beloved brothers, let every person be quick to hear, slow to speak, slow to anger, for the anger of man does not produce the righteousness of God." Now, we could look really in depth at this verse. We could take every phrase, we could break it down, we could apply it to a variety of different things. But today I want us to just simply look at the plain, practical truth of what James is saying here. He's saying, listen, when we are interacting with other people, there are a couple of principles that we need to keep in mind. First of all, we need to be quick to hear. How often do disagreements arise, or are they exacerbated between people when we are quick to talk and not quick to hear? Sometimes we just simply don't even hear what the other person has to say because we're so busy thinking about what we want to say in response to it to convey our opinion. James says we need to be quick to hear and slow to speak. Solomon says, where there's a little wood, the fire goes out. We stoke the fires of our disagreements, of our miscommunications with each other when we are quick to speak. We throw more logs on the fire. We put more fuel in it, and it flares up and becomes an even bigger thing. How much better would our relationships be? From marital relationships to parent-child to friends and acquaintances and even ministry partners, people that we serve together with at our churches, if we would just stop speaking and just listen. Listen to what the other person is saying. Think about where they are coming from, the perspective that they are bringing to the issue. And then James doesn't say, don't speak, be slow to speak. Slowing down our speaking increases our listening, and it also gives us an opportunity to think about what we want to say. We have an incredible tendency sometimes to just blurt things out. And I tell you, I don't care how you apologize. Once something is out there and has been said, you can't take it back. Be slow to speak, James says. Don't not speak. He's not saying don't contribute to the conversation or the solution, but be slow, be thoughtful, be careful. And then he says, be slow to anger. Well, that's easier for some of us than others. I tend to be a very impatient person, and when I was younger, I had a temper. It was easy for me to get angry. I was fast to anger, not slow to anger. Hopefully, I'm learning a little bit as I get older and tempering my temper. But James says here, the reason why we have to be slow to anger, now there is a righteous anger. I mean, when Christ went into the temple and flipped tables and drove the money changers out, he was angry, but that was a righteous anger. Boy, there is so few times in our lives when our anger is righteous. I guess it could be occasionally when we are angry with sin and dishonoring of God. But human anger, the anger of men, James says, does not produce the righteousness of God. There is no way, my friends, that anger serves the cause of Christ. And so let's be careful to be slow to speak and to anger, quick to listen as we serve God together.